Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. So, chaos for a second night at the Bell Hotel in Epping. We're going to be talking about this tonight, guys. Listen, I'm going to give you my speculations, my analysis, my opinion on the situation, the developing situation. I'm going to tell you where I think this is going to progress into. And look, guys, this has happened right on cue. I've been saying this is coming for a year. Remember last year when I was saying next year this is going to be worse? Next year we're going to see the summer of carnage. And I said, and I've always said this, guys, and I get a lot of people in the chat, oh, Sean, you said that was... No, what I've always said is, I'll tell you again, that the summer of carnage is going to start... Sorry, this camera. The summer of carnage is going to start when the kids are off school. When the kids are off school, people have that more time on their hands. They're staying out late with their friends. They're going to the pub. Mums and dads are off work. Guys, look, this is the direction of travel now because people are starting to understand these big national protests. They're not helping their community. They're not helping their community at all, guys. But these localized protests outside these hotels, let's see what happens here, guys. I would speculate that the police have already moved the occupants of that hotel. I think they've already gone. That's what I'd do anyway if I was in charge of that situation. I'd say, right, let's get these guys out of the way. They're safe out the way. And again, you can agree with that. You can put in the comments whatever you want. That is what whoever's in charge of this situation would have done because it's what I would have done. So I would speculate already that the occupants of the Bell Hotel have gone. Kind of doesn't matter. What matters is, are they going to be put back in that hotel? I don't know. What's going to happen in the next couple of days, weeks, months, and will it gain traction? I would speculate it will. I would speculate the more videos that are online with people commenting underneath, like the comments I've seen on X, that's going to empower people. And what people will understand very quickly, rightly or wrongly, people will, guys, mark my words this, okay? I don't know if you can, tag this video or put it in your thumbnails or whatever. People will figure out very quickly that these fast protests, these fast flash mobs, 20, 30, 50 people outside of a hotel quickly for 30 minutes, an hour, and then they go. How do you react with that with your police? How do you react with that if you're the police, guys? Okay, in the military, this would be called probing. So you go in, you probe, you come back, you look for response times. That is what's coming, guys, and it's only going to take a few ex-military. Listen, guys, I'm not. This is not me. So there's a lot of people asking me to help, guys. Look, I'm looking after my own family and I'll do these live streams and I'll help you look after your own family. I'm telling you guys what's coming each and every time. And I get a lot of pushback from this. I get a lot of pushback from people in the comments. Oh, Sean, that's not going to happen. This will happen. And each and every time, guys, each and every time I am proven right. Right, guys, so there is a lot of hi Sean, are you? Yes, guys, I'm double streaming today, guys. No, I'm not double streaming, am I? I used to double stream. I'm now triple streaming. So I am triple streaming, guys. We are on YouTube, we are on TikTok, we are on X. We are streaming now, guys, on all three platforms. I'm going to keep this live stream on what's happening, the Bell Hotel in Epping, guys. Okay, let me just hang on, give me a second. Right, let me jump over, guys, because I did jump on this off the cuff. But look, guys, I've been speaking to quite a few people today, and I've actually been going out of my, I've been going out of my way to speak to people, to get their opinions, so people try and understand. And I found two distinctive camps at the moment, guys, two distinctive camps. One camp is, I just want to bury my head in the sand and hope it all goes away. And that kind of frustrates me, guys. That kind of frustrates me because it's that kind of mentality. It's that kind of mentality that got us in this problem in the first place. But unfortunately, there is quite a few people quite a few people still who are in that situation, guys, okay? Quite a few people under that bracket that are still burying their heads in the sand. Listen, guys, if you're joining us for the first time, we are talking about the Bell Hotel in Epping, guys, okay? It has descended into chaos for a second night. There are counter-protesters there, and I don't know what these counter-protesters are. Look, guys, okay, when I give you this speculation, this information, this analysis, I'm someone who has worked every job in that service, guys, okay? I've been holding a shield as a public order officer. I've been in the van round the corner with the camera trying to identify the ringleaders. I've been in the crowd trying to make covert arrests. I know how these things happen, and I would speculate right now, guys, that everybody has been taken out of that hotel. Now, where do we go with this, guys? What's the next step? I would speculate, this is my personal opinion, my speculation, and my analysis is that the next step would be for people, and I'm talking about kids here, guys. I'm talking about the kids who've got not like kids now, guys. And when I mean kids, I mean 15, 16, 17-year-olds. This is where it's going to come, guys, all right? Because mark my words, when those summer holidays come and those kids get together and they're bored and they're angry, you know, they've been listening to the mum and dad at the dinner table, they're going to go to the hotels. They're going to be throwing bricks. They're going to be throwing stones. Carnage is going to happen. They're going to run off. They're going to put videos online, and these things are going to escalate. Guys, can you just hold there for a minute? Tap the screen, do the likes and the comments and stuff. I'm going to come on to your comments in a minute, guys. I just need to jump off screen quickly for 2 seconds. Right, let me jump up and get some of these comments, guys. I'm going to go on the TikTok comments first. But listen, guys, I've been talking. Let me just quickly, guys, again. I've been talking and I've been doing videos about the summer of carnage. And this is what we're seeing right now, guys. I said it would start when the kids are off school, and it is starting. You can see it now, guys. Right, guys, listen, I've got the chat open today, guys, so I do apologize. I may not be able to get everybody's comment. Right, Kieran there is saying, you said it was going to kick off on the 4th of July, 4th of July Cardiff Oasis. Kieran, do you know that there was a mass incident planned for the 4th of July? Do you know that, Kieran? So Kieran on TikTok saying, he said it 3 times. I'll respond. I am responding. Kieran saying, you said it was going to kick off on the 4th of July in Cardiff. Yes, I did. Did you know, Kieran, that there was a mass incident planned for Cardiff and the perpetrator got arrested? Like, did you know that? To be honest, guys, I'm happy that nothing happened, because what he was planning was a lot worse than even I imagined. Yeah, and Matt is saying, and Matt there is just saying he's been charged with it. Right, I'm going to jump up, guys. I'm going to jump up and get these comments. Guys, listen, if you're putting something in the comments, guys, if you're putting in the comments, can you please articulate it because when you're putting things in the comments, I may not get to that until like a little while later, and I may not know exactly what you're referring to. Callie is saying, when our security services are busy dealing with such large-scale events, the general public will suffer. Exactly, guys. Listen, and I've been talking about this on the live streams. How to secure your home, guys. You need to know how to secure your home. And the way you secure your home is by securing your community. All right? Do you understand what I'm saying there, guys? All right? You can't just like I was talking to some people today on my personal life. You can't just think I'm going to hide behind I'm going to lock my door and hope this all blows over, because guys, it's not going to blow over. As we move into the summer of carnage, and we can see this happening now, guys, if you want to know what the summer of carnage is, it's what I've been saying has been coming all along, guys, okay? This summer is going to be bonkers. So you can't just accept to close your door and hide behind your locks. You're going to have to come together as a community. And this does not This does not mean paying people. It doesn't mean subscribing £50 a month to some sort of website that sounds cool and the guys look big and tough and mean. No, guys, because you know what? The numbers don't add up. If we're talking about a national crisis, trust me, 50, 60, 70, 80, 1,000 guys on motorbikes. They're going to be a fly in the ointment. They're going to be a drop in the ocean. Nothing is going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. You need to take your own security as your own responsibility. If you've got direct questions, guys, on your own security, I will answer them. But what I will say, because I can only say limited things on here, not because I'm limited in my capacity, but because I need to generalize. And if somebody was to say to me, Sean, with what's coming in the future, how do I protect myself? I would say to them, find your local area and control the access and egress points to your housing estate, your part of town, wherever that is, guys. You know, every situation is going to be different, but you need to control those entry points. It may be the case that you may even need to consider closing some roads off. You may need to consider saying to the people on your street around your area, right, guys, listen, in the unlikely event of X, Y, and Z, these would be your trigger points. In the unlikely event of X, Y, and Z, we're going to close West Street, Jones Street, and Raven Street, and we are just going to use South Street as access. By doing that, you're limiting the number of routes into your location. You can put a checkpoint on there, guys. And as crazy as this sounds, ladies and gentlemen, in 2025, as crazy as this sounds, I think this is coming. I do see a situation where people are going to have to take this on themselves, guys. They're going to have to make checkpoints. They're going to have to make vehicle checkpoints. They're going to have to control their own areas. Do you know why? Do you know why? Like the comment just said, these public order events are going to become more and more and more. We had a comment on it here earlier, guys, okay? And the comment was, Sean, my car got stolen. I phoned the police 15 minutes after it was stolen. They didn't even come out or search for it. They just gave me a crime number. So you can imagine now, guys, let's just multiply that up. Riots, protests, sabotage, fires that's coming this summer. And look, guys, I'm not interested in people who are saying, oh, but Sean, it's not. Trust me, guys, all right? In this, I mean, we can, the Kindle's there and the fuse has been lit. It's only a matter of time, guys. We're seeing this happening right now. And all that's going to happen is things are going to get worse. Take that scenario, guys. Kids after school. You've got kids after, sorry, school's out for summer. So you've got schools out for summer. Kids are going to be up to mischief. I know I would have been, guys. I'm not going to lie. I would have been up to some right mischief. You know, kids are going to be out for summer. Mischief's going to happen. One of those kids is going to get hurt. And then do you know what's going to happen? The mums and dads are going to get angry. And then all hell is going to break loose. Guys, listen, it's coming. Protect yourselves. Protect your families. Think about access and egress points to your estate, guys. Wherever it is you live, I say estate because I grew up on an estate and I'm just thinking about the estate that I grew up on. I'm thinking like, and I actually drove past it like a couple of days ago and I'm thinking, right, 3 roads there and you block 2 of them off. You only need 1 road to go in and out. And I can pretty much guarantee, ladies and gentlemen, that if you start a Facebook group up, say, I don't know, the Raven Estate, the Raven Estate in Newcastle. Like if you start a Facebook group up saying the Raven Estate in Newcastle, people will join it, people will start talking about it, and then you can build that community, guys, okay? Because independence is codependence. You should put that on a t-shirt. I think that'd be good on a t-shirt. Independence is codependence. Work on Dunbar's number, guys, okay? Work on Dunbar's number. Right, alas, ladies and gentlemen, alas. Let's get to the breaking news, guys. The Bell Hotel. Guys, I'm conscious about the comments. Guys. I am conscious about the comments. Right, let me I'm just gonna look at the Bell Hotel now, guys. Let's see what the update has been from the Bell Hotel. Again, there's no media on this, guys. There's no mainstream media on this at the moment. All we're getting right now, guys, is from social media. So what I'm giving you guys now is open source social media. Paul the Milkman is live. We've got that. Quite a few people have been sending me that. We've got right. I'm just jumping down, guys. Right, let's quick little video here. Yeah, lots of people on the streets, guys, in Epping outside the Bell Hotel. I would speculate that people have already gone, guys, okay? I would speculate that people have already left. That's what I would do, guys. If I was in charge of the police at that location, I would move everyone from that location. Oh, hang on, there's an update here, guys. Hang on. Let me play this.
Wave of the Windrush generation.
Let's get to the beginning.
Free from Barbados, beautiful country.
Sorry, guys, I'm just getting. I
worked for London Underground as a train driver, as a manager, and I used to manage.
Right, so this is Brother Windell. Brother Windell is live and direct from the Bell Hotel. Right, guys, I'm going to keep that channel open because that does look like it's a live stream, and I'll keep you guys updated. But listen, guys, what I want everybody to understand is what is coming next, guys, okay? I want to keep everybody updated on what is coming next, guys, okay? So what is coming next is is people are going to get together and you're going to see these flash mobs at hotels. And guys, look, I'll be quite honest with you. From a security point of view, from the police's standpoint, it's virtually impossible to stop these guys, okay? And this is where the dangers lie. And put yourself in that scenario, okay? You're John. Your name is now John. All right, your name's John. You're a police duty sergeant. It's a Wednesday afternoon. Nothing's planned, and the phone rings. Yeah, John, we've got reports of 50 people throwing bricks and bottles at the hotel in so-and-so. Oh, wow, all right. So straight away, the platoon sergeant, that's something totally different. The duty sergeant's like, right, okay, 50 people, that's a public order, I need to get people ready in the riot kit, I need to get them in the shields. All this is going to take time, guys, okay? This is going to take time. A lot can happen in 30 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, believe me. And that's what people are going to start to do, guys. That's what people are going to start to do, because people are going to understand that these protests, these mass gathering protests where they all walk through London, like, waving the flags, like, people are going to understand erroneously as well, because it should make change. People should listen to them. But unfortunately, people are not being listened to. And I think it was JFK who said, let me go, what did he say? He said, when peaceful revolution when a government makes peaceful revolution impossible, they make violent revolution inevitable. Something like that, guys. That's not me quoting it. That was JFK. Right. Yeah, sorry, guys. I said platoon sergeant. Andrea is saying, what about this heat in riot gear? Yeah, listen, guys, just a quick one. When you have to go out in riot gear in this weather, it's pretty harsh, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to lie. It's pretty harsh. You're sweating, you're angry, you've got these elbow pads on, you've got these protective fireproof gloves, you've got shin pads, you've got flame retardant clothes underneath them, you've got body armor. It's hard work, guys. It really is hard work, guys, for the police. Look, guys, listen, and I need to caveat this quickly. I am pro-police. I'm pro-military. I'm ex-military, guys. I've spent a lot of time in the military. I'm also pro-government, all right? But I want a strong government. I want a strong police force. I want a strong military. But right now, we just don't have them, guys. And, and I do see the United Kingdom slipping into I do, guys. I see the United Kingdom slipping into absolute anarchy, where we have a situation like Bosnia in the 90s, Northern Ireland in the 60s, whereby there are so many different fractured groups, dissident, you will have, I don't know, you will have like you will have a right-wing group, then you will have dissident right-wing groups, then you'll have splinter cells, you'll also have left-wing groups, dissident left-wing groups, Islamist groups, African groups, and all this with the backdrop of a global conflict conflict on an industrial scale starting in Ukraine. That is where we are. That is where we're heading to, ladies and gentlemen. That is where we are heading to right now as a nation, right now as a country. And I don't see any way back. If somebody can tell me, if somebody can put in the comments, guys, you know, that on the way back, on the way back. If somebody can put in the comments the way back, the actual way that we get ourselves out of this without drastic action, you know, I would be all for exploring that. But listen, guys, I do want to keep repeating this message on the live stream. I want to keep repeating on this message on the live stream. Take your own security take responsibility for your own security, guys, okay? At some point, there's going to be instances in the United Kingdom where people phone the police and they say, yeah, we can't come. We ain't got no one. There's no one left. It's going to be like, you know, at the end of, Batman, what's it called? Batman Begins. At the end of Batman Begins, like Christian Bale's Batman's, or Christian Bale is the only Batman for me. But at the end of Batman Begins, where like Commissioner Gordon's saying, well, yeah, we need more people, and you know the police chief is like, Gordon, there's no one left. That is literally going to be it. But unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not a billionaire yet, so I can't cruise around like Batman, like the Raven. You're going to have to take your own security in your own hands. And that starts, I can only say, guys, listen, I have to have my message easily identifiable. My message is this. Control your access and egress roads, all right? These chavs that are driving around, marauding zombies, let's just say marauding zombies. The marauding zombies that are going to be driving around, they're looking for easy targets, all right? So if they drive up to your estate, all the roads are closed, you've got barriers on them, you know, barriers that they can't get through, and then they come round and the only place that they can get in, there's two people stood there and they say, what do you want, mate? Do you live on here? No. Yeah, we don't want you. Who you come to see? Yeah, you're not coming on. Yeah, unless you've got, you know, what? Oh, we've come to use the shop. Yeah, the shop's closed. Yeah, we're not letting people. And you know what? I would suspect that even the people in the shop would accept that, guys. I am not telling people. Look, and I think all this is well within the law, guys. I really do. Right, I'm gonna jump onto the YouTube comments, guys. I'm gonna jump onto the YouTube comments. Quite a few comments on YouTube. And your name is saying you seem normal, and that's a comment from X as well. So thank you. If you're watching on X, guys, can you drop a comment? So, and your name is saying you seem normal. Thank you very much. What would be another name? What would be synonymous with normal? Let's think of what names would be synonymous with normal. Common? So what you're really saying to me is you're not common. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, add your name. And by definition, I would say I'm different to you. So that would lead the former to be the latter, which would be you threw an insult at me, but actually you're insulting yourself. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a silver-tongued cavalier and the English language is my weapon of choice. Keith Newbury is saying, I watched that live. It was peaceful. Then the police let Antifa lefties through. Guys, look, can somebody please explain this to me? Can somebody please explain to me how the people who've turned up with the anti-racism signs, how wanting to protect your children from, you know, the thing that's been happening. Can somebody explain to me, guys? Listen, if there's somebody on here who is like a liberal or something, who is pro, I don't even know what you'd be pro. Would you be pro doing that thing, the thing that sounds like grapes? Like, would you be pro that? I don't know. But can somebody explain to me their argument? Like I'm a 5-year, no, not like I'm a 5-year-old. Like I'm a 12-year-old just out of school. Can somebody explain to me the connection between anti-racism protesters and people not wanting things happening to their girls? Can somebody explain to me the connection there? Because I just don't see it. I don't see it, guys. I genuinely don't see it. Right, I'm going to jump and get some more of these comments, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to get some more of these comments. Slim is saying, the sad thing is that your local community would steal the eyes out of your head to save themselves. Think about that and yours. Really? Is that a thing? I don't think they would, guys. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I think local can listen, guys. Whatever the situation, whatever's happening right now, the solution is at local level, guys. Okay, the solution is at local level. We're going to use this Bell Hotel as a litmus test. We're going to use this Bell Hotel as a litmus test and see what happens with it, guys. See what see what happens. I'm just opening a couple more social medias up at the moment, guys, to have a look what is happening because I've still got the one open there. Give me a second and I will open them up. Something went, what? What's wrong? Bell Hotel Epping? Right, that's not working. Right, 1 hour ago, police warn against violence as why does it always get, like, why do people always get branded as far right, guys? Why do people always get branded as far right? Listen, you know, when I left school, I classed myself as a liberal. When I joined the military, I classed myself as a liberal. When I left the military, I classed myself as a liberal. But now I'm looking at things, I'm thinking, well, hang on a minute. Like, the things I like, the things I stand for, like, freedom of speech, people being able to do what they want, people having like lots of, the things that I would normally stand for. Then that's not a trope of, like, right wingness, less government control. Right, sorry guys, there was an ad jumped up. Right, so I'm just trying to find some more social media stuff on here, guys, that I can share with you lot. Right, let me try and do this again. It didn't let me use it before. But I do think, guys, that from the Bell Hotel in Epping, I do think that is going to go without incident tonight because I don't think the migrants are there anymore. I think listen, if it was me, if I was in control, if I was like the duty sergeant in charge or the gold commander, it may even go up to gold level. If I was in charge, I would just say, right, get the migrants out of the hotels, put them in the local leisure centre, put them in a local school if the schools have closed for summer. Get them out of that location, and then you're taking away that risk from the hazard. That's what I would do, guys. So I would say there's no migrants in that hotel. Now, what is going to be key for the rest of the country? What is going to be key for the rest of the country, guys, is if those migrants don't go back to that hotel, does that mean that mass protests and people get kicked out of the hotels? So where does that leave that? And people in government know this, don't they, guys? Listen, let's not delude ourselves. There's good people behind the scenes. There's good people, good advisors, good strategic analysts. Behind the scenes who will be advising on this, saying, right, if you do this, this is going to happen. So it's going to be a really interesting decision what the government make. If the government, the government are damned if they do, they're damned if they don't. But this comes back to weak, poor decisions that they've been making. So if the government kick people out of the hotels and push them away and say, right, don't go back to that hotel, we're going to close that hotel down. That means that the people who have been there protesting, they've got rid of those people in their community. So then other people in their communities are going to go, well, hang on a minute. It only took a couple hundred people and they got people out of that hotel. Let's go and do it. Let's go and do it to this hotel. And that's where we drive, guys. And that's the direction of travel now, guys. If this keeps happening, people put videos on social media and people keep giving them the right comments underneath. Now, whatever the right comments are, that's for you to decide. But that's the direction of travel right now, guys. It really is. And guys, look, I believe that we are only one moment away from, and look, guys, let's face it. Let's be honest. Let's be honest with ourselves. Like, a 16-year-old kid is going to be no match for like 3 or 4 of these, I don't know, some migrants that's come straight from Africa or something. Like it's a no-brainer. Somebody is going to get hurt, guys, and I don't want that. You know, I don't want that, and I know you don't want that. That is the reality we're facing right now, guys. That is the reality we're facing right now. Right, I'm just going down, guys, to look at these. Oh, hang on, got a little video here, guys. Give me a second. So, guys, there's a video here. It says tensions rise. So I'm going to play this video now, guys. Tensions are rising at the Bell Hotel as Antifa turn up to antagonize locals concerned about migrant, you know, the thing that they do. Police are currently separating the 2 groups. Okay, so I've just seen a tactic there, guys. I've just seen a tactic I've not seen before. There's a tactic there that I have not seen before by the police. So the police are standing there, and I believe they've got their CS spray, or the spray pit, pepper spray or whatever it is. I've never seen that tactic before, guys, from the police. I've never seen that tactic before from the police, but they're certainly employing it now. They're certainly employing that tactic now, guys. I've genuinely never seen that before. Right, I'm going to jump over to YouTube, guys. KK on YouTube. Hello, KK. It's nice to see you here this evening. KK on YouTube is saying the police were training on army barracks for this since 2020. I think the police have been training. I think what we're talking about there is continuation training. The police have to do that every year. Keith Newbury is saying, I watched that live. It was all peaceful. Then the police let Antifa lefties through. Tracy McKibben, I think am I pronouncing that word, your second name right, Tracy? Tracy McKibben is saying the Antifa people admitted that they were paid £30 each to go to the Epping Hotel. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, mums, dads, aunts, brothers, aunts, sisters, grands, nans, mums, dads, dogs, cats, goldfish. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, how many times have I said follow the money? You know when you want to see, I did a video of it on TikTok. I have the screenshot behind me. Remember what I say, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to remember this, guys. I want you, yes, yeah, you that's not listening, yes, you there. I want you to remember these words, ladies and gentlemen. The next time you look at a crowd, next time you look at crowd control, crowd order, public order, riots, protests, whenever you look at those, ladies and gentlemen, look at the people. Look what they're wearing. Look what they're doing. Look what they're holding. If they're holding, I'm going to sneeze, but I'll sneeze 3 times. It may be now, it may be later. Look what they're holding. All right. If they're holding a piece of cardboard and they've wrote a slogan on it in marker pen, and all the slogans are different, that is a grassroots movement. That is real people that are really angry. If, ladies and gentlemen, and I do suspect that this is the case with the Antifa, if they've all got placards, all on the same piece of wood, the same height, same print, same font, that means that they've been printed somewhere. Tell me I'm wrong, guys. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong in the comments. No, Sean, what people do is they print. No, they've been mass-produced somewhere. Okay, they've been mass-produced. In what numbers? Where? How much? Who is funding this, guys? Who is funding this? Because somewhere, someone has a big pot of money and they are funding this. If you want me to talk about the 4 phases of subversion, guys, I can go on for hours about subversion. But I want to keep you guys with me, and I just want to let you guys know we are being heavily subverted as a country. Right now, as I speak to you, ladies and gentlemen, the United Kingdom is being destabilized. And I defy anyone to debate me on that, guys. I defy your best I'm not a politician, guys, because they would be a walk in the park. I mean, can you imagine David Lammy trying to debate with me? It would be. Do you know what, guys? I would let David Lammy debate with me, and I would only answer his questions. I would do that real quick. You know, it would be a walk in the park, guys. It would be a walk in the park. But what you've got to understand is, guys, the United Kingdom is being heavily subverted right now. We are in right now. We are being destabilized. Now, I used to think I knew who that was. I'm not too sure. And I believe that at some point in the near future, the United States are going to take control of Britain and Ireland. By Britain and Ireland, I mean England, Ireland, Scotland, Northern Ireland, and Wales. I do think that's coming, guys. I do think that is coming. It's on the cards. It's going to happen. But yeah, sorry, guys. I went off on a tangent there. Right, I'm just going to jump to the bottom. I had quite a few on here. Freddie is saying, Sean, you missed Paul, the milkman's live. Riot police retreated in 2 vans. Guys, listen, I'm jumping on this. Listen, guys, I am jumping on this, and I do apologize. Listen, guys, okay, I'm jumping on this, and I'm giving you real-time analysis. I said these things would happen. Didn't I say these things? Freddie, I know you've been watching my videos for a while. Didn't I say, guys, did I not say that the police would be retreating this year? Did I not say that this would happen? And it's happening. Did I not say get ready for global events on Friday the 13th? And they happened. You guys were pressuring me. Show when's Donald Trump going to drop the bunker busters? I think it's going to be this Saturday, guys. Oh, and it happened Saturday. Did I not tell you there was going to be an attack at a military barracks? Then there was an attack at a military barracks. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not believing, if you're not watching, and if you have not done so already, please hit the buttons up here. The like, follow, comment, subscribe buttons down below, wherever they are, guys. Whether you're watching on X, YouTube, TikTok, whatever those buttons are, guys, can you please help this channel grow? Because ultimately, it's only your fingers that help get this message out. We are heading towards a summer of carnage. The best thing that you can do right now is consider closing down, protecting, controlling your access and egress points to your house, your location, your compound, your housing estate, wherever that is, guys. You need to think about it now. And as draconian as that sounds, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to have to provide your own security. And providing your own security is not locking your door. Because trust me, guys, all right, doors go through relatively easy. I have sleepless nights, guys, all right, because I know how quickly those doors go in, and I know that in a matter of seconds, people can be, I'm not going to go down that road, guys, but I know how vulnerable people are when they're asleep. Anyway, let's continue. KK is saying, Sean, I think you are very knowledgeable on facts. Thank you so much. We need to retain an element of being proud to be British. There's already too many in the UK experiencing identity crisis. Yes, there is, ladies and gentlemen, there is. And look, guys, I've said this for quite a while. The poem in the beginnings by Rudyard Kipling. Every time I read that poem, guys, okay, every time I read that poem, I understand that the British, the English are waking up, guys, and they're not going to stand for it anymore. And the problem is for the police, for the government, what they don't understand is when you've reached that precipice and you've gone over that line, doesn't matter what you say. Doesn't matter what Keir Starmer comes out with and he says, oh, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. Nobody cares. Nobody believes him. Do you know why nobody believes him? Because he is a chameleon. Chameleon Keir. Chameleon Keir's over here. How do we know he's a chameleon? Guys, look, guys, I'm somebody who's pro-government. I really am. I want a strong government in this country. I want a strong government that people believe in, people trust in, people will work for the government. I want a strong police force. I do. I really do, guys. I want a strong police force that apply the law equally to everyone. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to read you this now from the BBC. Man jail. Every time I read it, guys, every time I read it. So, you know when I say that I want the police force to be apply the law equally to everyone? Tell me what you think about this, guys. Man jailed for shouting at police dog. This is from the BBC, guys, okay? I'm not making this up. It's not a parody. It's not a parody account. It's not a Peter Kay sketch. You know, this is not a Ricky Gervais thing. You know, this is literally from the BBC, guys. Go and Google it yourself. Man jailed for shouting at police dog. No, I'm not making up, guys. That is an article from the 20th of August, 2024. Father of three who shouted at a police dog has been jailed for 20 months. Listen, guys, I love those police dogs. I do. I love those Malinois and their little black nose and their beautiful fur coat. And you're like, oh, come here, you. I love police dogs. I don't think a guy should get 20 months in jail for shouting. I don't know. Maybe we should. Maybe that's the new law. But you know what, guys? If that was the law, that's fine. If that's the law, fine. Fine. Apply equally to everyone. When there's people doing things to 11-year-old girls and they don't even see the inside of a jail cell, what am I supposed to think? Am I supposed to think the law is fair and free? Or am I supposed to think that shouting at a dog is a worse offence than doing those things? To the girls, guys. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Sorry, guys. I'm digressing again. Right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let me jump on here because I'm getting a lot of comments saying the police have had to run off. Hang on, guys. Hang on. Right, guys, I'm watching the police running off right now, guys. I'm watching the police running off. Give me a second. Guys, I am watching unbelievable scenes now, guys. I am watching unbelievable scenes. I did not think this would happen so quick. I'm watching police vans evacuate. I'm watching people jumping on police vans. I'm seeing the police run off, basically. Guys, look, this is happening right now. This is happening. Honestly, I thought this would be 2-3 weeks into the summer holidays. The summer holidays have not even started yet, guys. We've not even started on the summer holidays yet. Where do you think we're going to be 3 weeks into the summer holidays, guys? Somebody just pulled the wing mirror off the police car. Somebody else has jumped on the bonnet of the police car now and they're stamping on it. So there's a guy now with a red hat standing on top of the police van and he's jumping on it. Now I'm looking at the comments underneath and the comments, I'm just going to read them, guys, okay? This is what guys, I'm reading the comments underneath. This is what we need, freedom. And the next one, I can't see what the next comment is, but they're the comments that somebody's put. I don't know how that live is allowed to go, guys, because I've been banned for more stuff than that. Absolutely unbelievable scenes, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable scenes. Now, we are literally watching this in real time, guys. I was warning you about the Summer of Carnage. I said it was... I was wrong again. I was wrong again, wasn't I? I was wrong again. I said it would start. I said it would start when the kids are off school, when the kids have broke up from school. Turns out it started already. I'm just jumping down, guys, and trying to find some more of these videos. It's difficult because there's a lot of people... hang on. Yeah, and the slogan, like the overwhelming slogan, guys, is protect our kids. I mean, like, how can you disagree with that? How can you disagree with that? And I saw this person saying, I saw this person, like, do you know what? It was Jess Phillips, you know, the MP, our beautiful MP, Jess Phillips. Look, guys, my opinion, I can't even say out my opinion on Jess Phillips while I'm on TikTok, because that will get my live stream banned. That will get my live stream banned if I say that. So I'm not going to say I have any opinion on Jess Phillips until I jump over to YouTube. But I watched an interview with Jess Phillips, And do you know what Jess Phillips said? That someone was saying to her, somebody saying, Jess Phillips, do you agree that men of foreign descent, and she was saying, they were saying nationalities, I can't remember which, you guys know which nationalities I was saying. Do you agree that those men are more likely to commit the act, you know, the bad one against young girls? And do you know what Jess Phillips said? She went off on this rant saying, basically, that men are to blame. I don't know about you guys. I don't know. She's saying, no, right, it's not them. No, have you got any idea of how many people I've been to, right? And it's all men. It's just men. It's men that's the problem. It's men. Oh, it's got nothing to do with the colour of your skin. It's just men. I'm like, oh, come on, Jess. Come on, Jess. Work with me. Give me something that's remotely electable about you. That's remotely votable. But this is the problem, guys. Okay, this is the problem. We have a situation in the United Kingdom where people are just not listening. Now, how can you say that how can anyone disagree with protect our kids? And let's not forget, ladies and gentlemen, let's not forget that one of the girls that was allegedly attacked, because we can't say they were attacked, one of the girls that was allegedly attacked was a black girl. So how is this racist if, like, people are protecting black girls? Does that mean that those people with the signs are like, no, we want? You see what? I don't even know how to go. I don't even, like, when I'm saying this to myself, guys, it's got so many layers of ridiculality on it. And you know what? If ridiculality isn't a word, it should be now. Do you know why it should be? Because I am a fully qualified English gentleman, and it's my birthright to make up words. So ridiculality is now a word, ladies and gentlemen. Ridiculality. But yeah, so I was listening to one of these liberals, and they were saying, do you come out and protest when white people commit these crimes? And I think they're missing the point. Can you imagine, right? Can you imagine, for example, that Afghanistan started producing cars, right? Bear with me. Can you imagine, right, that Afghanistan started producing cars, that one in every 1,000, the brakes would fail with 1 in every 1,000. And we're importing all these cars over. Like, where would that go, guys? Where do you think that would go? Do you think people would say, well, hang on a minute. Let's stop importing these cars because the brakes keep failing and they keep hurting people. Do you think you'd have protesters saying, no, it's cars in general? Do you complain to Ford when one of those cars breaks down? Well, you know what? Well, probably not Ford. Let's go with Toyota. I like Toyotas. You know, do you blame Toyota? Well, you know what? The brakes don't go that often on Toyota. And, you know, Toyota have been here a long time. We trust the brand Toyota. Kind of don't trust this brand that's coming in. A lot of the brakes are failing, and we just don't want to do it. And then the government say, well, hang on a minute, stop. We're going to use your taxpayers' money to buy these cars. We're actually going to buy these cars. We're like, no, we don't want those cars. I'm good with my Toyota. Guys. I'm really good with my Toyota. Anyway, right. So that would be my response to that, guys. That would be my response. Guys, lots of comments on YouTube, lots of comments on X. Hang on. So KK on X is saying, I don't see how they're going to, excuse me, I didn't sneeze as well, did I? KK on X is saying, I don't see how they're going to be able to protect the police doing their jobs. No, KK, I don't see that either. Look, guys, okay, let me give you a little update, all right? In fact, let me go back to that video, guys. Let me just see if there's any update on here, guys, real quick. Listen, guys, if you're just joining us, we're talking about the Epping Hotel. We're talking about the absolutely wild scenes that we have seen from the Bell Hotel in Epping. We have seen scenes of the police running off. That video has actually been taken down now. That video has actually been taken down now, guys. That video has actually been taken. Wow, that's weird. So I think TikTok must have taken that down or something. I don't know, but I can't find that. I was literally. So guys, listen, we talk about censorship now as well. You know the video that I just played the audio to? That video has gone now. It's vanished. It's in the ether. I don't think it's coming back. Yeah, it's gone. It's finished. It's not coming back. It's over. But ladies and gentlemen, look, it does look like the Summer of Carnage has started. We have seen scenes in Epping today. We have seen mass protests. We've seen the police being chased off. We have seen scuffles break out between I mean, how can you counter protest? Right, okay, guys, please. When somebody's there, right, okay, guys, can you help me out a minute? Can you guys really help me out a minute? Because I'm really struggling right now. I am, guys, I'm really struggling. When you're standing there, when you turn up to this protest, right? When you turn up to this protest, and you know, you're one of the Antifa guys, all right? You're one of the Antifa guys, all right? You turn up, and there's somebody there with a sign saying, "Protect our kids." How do you protest against that? Like, what part of that protect our kids are you against? I don't know, guys. This is an open question. I genuinely, and I mean that with, you know, and I mean that with, and I mean that with genuine sincerity there, guys, okay? Can somebody please explain to me how you turn up to a protest, anyone? And you're a counter protester, so you would be counter protecting kids. Like, who is against? Guys, please, can somebody please explain it to me? Can somebody please explain it to me? I'm just right, guys. Listen, I apologize. I'm neglecting the comments on TikTok, guys. There's loads of comments on TikTok. Listen, guys, I've got the chat open. I've got the chat open, guys. So the comments are thick and fast. They're wild. Lynn Ward is saying, just returned from protesting. Our kids are not safe in Epic. Please support our town. Okay, right. Lynn Ward, are you in Epping right now? So Lynn Ward 623 has just put a comment. Just returned from protesting. Our kids are not safe in Epping. Listen, Lynn, I don't want to one-up you, but I don't think kids are safe in the United Kingdom in general. This is why, guys, on my live streams now, and I want specific questions, guys, okay? I want specific questions, okay? On my live streams now, I want to start helping you protect your local area. That means your local housing estate, your village, your town, you know, wherever you live. And I don't care who you are. I want everyone to be safe, okay? Some people more safe than others. But I want you guys to be safe now, guys, okay? Oh, hang on. Hang on, guys. Hang on. Right, guys, look. Right, somebody just commented something about a train station. Right, kicking off at a train station. Why is it kicking off at a train station? Okay, guys, listen, we're trying to get updates here. Why is it, right, Sean, Google his comments. Right, guys, listen, there is so much information coming at the moment. I've got TikTok, I've got X, I've got YouTube. I'm trying to get through all this information. Google it. Someone said an alarm is going off. Right, guys, what is happening at the train station, guys? What is happening at the train station? I'm trying to think, guys. Could that be where the migrants have been placed? I don't know, guys. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, okay? All my videos are public record, guys. Everything I do now is public record. So you can't go back and say, you didn't say that, Sean. You didn't say that. When I put myself out there like that, I put myself out there to ridicule. But you know what, guys? I'm pretty much on the money all the time. Now, I'm just looking at the comments here. So earlier on, Right, okay. Right, listen, ladies and gentlemen, let me give you a quick back brief. Guys, listen, can you please share my stuff? If you're on now, ladies and gentlemen, can you please share my stuff? This is really important now that we share my stuff because like I literally tell you what's going to happen before it happens. Earlier on today, guys, look, I'm not lying. You can check this yourself. Go back to the last video I posted on TikTok, guys. Go back to the last video I posted on TikTok. The last video I posted on TikTok, I said Something like, ladies and gentlemen, I'm aware of the situation at the at the Bell Hotel in Epping. I would speculate that the police have already moved those migrants out. I said I would probably say they're in the local leisure centre or in a local school or something, but they're out. Now, from what the messages here are saying on TikTok is, well, guys, this is going crackers. So what they're talking about now is these people have been put into the police station, guys, okay? What they're saying sorry, not the police station. So what we're saying now is the migrants have been moved to the train station. Is that what we're saying, guys? I don't know. I don't know if that's what we're saying, guys, but it does look like that's what you guys are saying. I don't know. I'm trying to figure this out, guys, and I'm trying to find open source social media so I can replay that to you. Google it. Right, Google it. Can you send a link on that somewhere? Google is saying that the police are running over people. Guys, look, I don't know if this is happening. I genuinely don't know if this is happening. Let me just put Epping train station. Right, I've got something here, guys. Let me just give me a second, guys. No, I'm not getting, guys. Can somebody please send me a link to where we're getting this information that the police are running over people? Can somebody get me right? Mad Atta is saying, right, guys. No, sorry. I almost muted you then, mate. Sorry. So Mad Atta is saying police always running people. Right. Can somebody tell me where we're getting this from, guys? Because I can't report it. I can't talk about it if it's not happening. T. Brook is saying huge civil unrest on the horizon in my eyes. Not just your eyes, buddy. We've been talking about this a long time. Oh wow, okay. So guys, so many people now on on TikTok are saying that police have run people over. I don't think the police would have done that on purpose. I think that's been a mistake. Right, so I don't know, guys. Listen, oh, okay. So AY audits, right? Let me just AY audits. Let me just try and get this, guys. Right, I'm on their page now, guys. I'm on the AY audits page on YouTube. I've probably got an ad coming. Right, guys, Right, listen, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going through this information in the first time, but let's just have a quick recap. In fact, we're on, guys. Give me a second.
Yeah, I've got it on film. Draw buttons, he run. Oh my God. Buttons already.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching for the first time, this is bonkers. Look, guys, I may be getting some of the facts slightly wrong here, but I'm not meaning to mislead anyone. The situation is fluid. The situation is dynamic. Things are moving ridiculously quickly. As I understand it, guys, this is my understanding of the situation right now in Epping. There was a protest at the Epping Hotel. Now, it looks like that protest has moved for whatever reason to the train station. Now, I don't know if it's the case, but maybe the people, and I don't know if this is the case, guys. This is me speculating. The occupants from the hotel, they may have been moved somewhere around the train station. I don't know, but the scenes from the train station, guys, are absolutely apocalyptic. Police in lines, big protests, lots of riot shields, lots of police. Guys, it's only a matter of time before the military are on the streets.
Remember, we are journalists. We are not here to cause no trouble. We're just here to report.
If we get in your way, just ask us to move, and we will move out of the way, no problem, okay?
On the same issue.
Give us instructions and listen. Yeah. Bands are drawn. Yeah.
So we have had missiles and bottles thrown at us. We have had our towers damaged.
Yeah.
We have got bands drawn. Please do not get in the way of the bands.
No, we definitely will not be. But you can see we've got no weapons. We have got nothing. We are here just to film and record. Thank you, sir. Bands are now going away.
Just to retrieve the phone.
So, ladies and gentlemen, right, the situation in Epping right now is beyond bonkers. I didn't think it would get to this, guys. Listen, I'll be honest with you. I thought what would happen today, the migrants would have been moved out. There would have been no real reason to protest. The police would have opened the doors and said, yeah, there's nobody in here. What are you going to do? People would have walked in. They were going, all right, they've gone, lads, let's go home. It turns out, for some reason, and I don't know why, guys, I don't know why, I'm not claiming to know why, but it does look like this protest has now moved to the train station. Now, if you guys want to look back through my previous videos, the last video I did on TikTok, what I said was, and this looks like it's the case, again, guys, look, all my stuff's public, all my stuff is public record now. What I said was, I think the migrants have been moved out. Once they've been moved out, I would probably, if I was in charge of this situation, I would either put them in the local leisure centre or a local school, wait till the protest has gone. But what I'm seeing, and I'm just reading between the lines here, guys, so I may be wrong. I'm giving you guys real-time analysis. I think the migrants may be at the train station. I may be wrong on that, guys. I may be wrong. I don't know. I may be wrong. But that's what I'm getting at the moment, guys. Okay, so let's continue.
No, be careful, yeah. I know, yeah. Come on, yeah. We need to be thinking. Do you know what I mean? Because you're playing into their hands. No, because you're playing into their hands.
Right, guys, listen, okay? I'm letting you guys know what's coming. Like, let's be honest, guys. Can you put it in the chat how many times I've said the summer of carnage is going to be here this summer? How many times have I said that? Just put it in the chat, guys. Just put it in the chat, because I know there'll be people on here, they'll be watching, and they'll be like, who is this guy? Who is this guy? Listen, first of all, okay, guys, I'm a veteran. I've spent a lot of years in the military. I've spent years holding the baton shield, holding the battle shield in, holding the baton shield on a public order line in Northern Ireland. I've been in the van where you have a video camera looking at the crowd and you're trying to identify the ringleaders. I've been in the crowd trying to make covert arrests. I've done all those jobs, guys, okay? I've supported the police. My philosophy is, as the United Kingdom, I think we need a strong police force. I think we need a strong military. I also think we need a strong government. Unfortunately, guys, a lot of those things are lacking at the moment. And I believe, and we're seeing it now in real time, guys. All my videos, I keep saying this, all my videos are public record now, guys. So you just go back and look through my videos and see what I've been saying. The summer of carnage, ladies and gentlemen, is here. It's here now, because what will happen from this in Epping, people will be looking and thinking, well, hang on a minute, those guys in Epping managed to get rid of that migrant hotel. So if we do something similar to the migrant hotel by us, and then the more of this stuff gets published online, the more the weather's hot, the more people have got no jobs. And how many times have I said this, ladies and gentlemen? By the summer, we are going to have more people searching for less jobs, taxes, more unemployment, less jobs on the back burner. We're going to have a global conflict of an industrial scale, and this is happening now, guys. It's happening in real time. If you live in the United Kingdom right now, ladies and gentlemen, you really need to think about protecting your community. Protecting yourselves doesn't work anymore, guys. You can shut the door and that's fine. They'll come for you eventually. Believe me, all right? So you need to protect your community, all right? If you live on a housing estate, start a Facebook group up. Raven Estate, Newcastle, Raven Estate, Edinburgh, wherever it is, you know, start that Facebook page up, guys. Get people talking about security. Put the video cameras up, have them live stream to an open source network, all right? These are the things you need to do. And ultimately, guys, if I could give you, if I could give you one piece of advice from all my years working all over the world in different security scenarios, doing security for the British Embassy in Baghdad, doing security for multiple non-government organizations in Syria, in northern Iraq, I would say control your access and egress points, guys, all right? Nothing else can do as much with as little. Yes, of course, you can build a 12-foot wall around, but who's got the budget for that, realistically, guys? You got the budget for that with barbed wire? Probably not. If you have, that's all well and good. Control the access and egress points, guys, okay? That may mean you have to consider blocking a road off. You may have to think about choke points. These are the things you're going to have to do, guys, because, listen, I can guarantee with 100% certainty that when the police are too busy with riot shields, they're not going to come out to you guys because they're going to be too busy. It's just not going to happen. So who's going to come for you guys? Batman? I know I don't have $1 billion yet or £1 billion, so I can't come and get you. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, right? I'm just watching this live stream, guys. I do think I think things may be dying down now, guys. I think things may be dying down now in Epping. But guys, look, let's be under no illusion. These things are not dying down. I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep that open. Hang on, guys. Let me close them down. I'm gonna close that one. I'm going to keep that one open because that I do laugh to myself. I shouldn't laugh, actually. I shouldn't laugh. But every time I read that, guys, man jailed for shouting at dog. Every time I read that, I'm like, wow, is that real? Like, can you imagine, guys? Can you imagine if I went on Joe Rogan and I was saying, hey, Joe, you do realize, bro, that a man was jailed in the UK for shouting at a police dog? Can you imagine what he'd say? Like, what do you mean, man? I'm like, no, bro, seriously, dude. Like, in the United Kingdom, a man was jailed for 20 months for shouting at a police dog. Get out of here, man. Jamie, can you pull that up? No, dude, seriously, 24th August, BBC. Man jailed for shouting at police. Like, what? That's the United Kingdom? Yeah, dude, we don't have freedom of speech. We don't have it. We're not allowed to say certain things in the United Kingdom. And again, if you, did that dog understand that he was shouting at him? I don't know. Look, guys, and I'm all for dogs. I love dogs. Especially police dogs. You know, those Malinois, they're beautiful animals. But, you know, I don't think a man should get 20 months in jail for shouting at a police dog when an Afghan man avoided jail for doing a really bad thing to an 11-year-old girl 3 times because he didn't understand. I don't think those things are in perspective. Do you guys? Alas, let's continue, guys. Let's continue. Listen, guys, the summer of carnage is hither. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm conscious of the time. I'm going to close TikTok down in a minute, and then I'll just be over on YouTube and X. Let me give you guys an update quickly on the Manchester airport attackers, okay? Alleged attackers, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what the mainstream has to. Nothing again, guys. Absolutely nothing out on mainstream media. This is absolutely barbaric. No, there's nothing. No updates on mainstream media. Let me see if I can find anything on X. Nope, nothing. Yeah, that's quite concerning. That's quite concerning that there's no updates on that. It's quite concerning that there's no updates on that. Let's not forget, guys, Ricky Jones is in court as well in a couple of days. I think next week, remember what Ricky Jones said? Can you remember what Ricky Jones said? I can't repeat it because I'm on the TikTok and that will get dilly swizzle. But right, listen, ladies and gentlemen, let me just close, before I close this down, let's just remember, okay, we're heading towards the summer of carnage now. Things are going to happen a lot quicker once the kids are off school. And by kids, I mean 16 and under. I've talked about those quite a few times. I'm calling them the golden generation because that generation, 16 and over, sorry. Stop, apply safe to catch and look in. 16 and under, they're going to be the golden generation, guys. If you think that we are in a fourth turning war cycle right now, unfortunately, that's where we are as humanity. That means that the kids that are now 16, those kids are going to grow up as the relative war generation, and they're going to be the strong. You know the meme, strong men create. You know what I'm talking about. They're going to be the ones that create good times. So their children are going to grow up in sunlit uplands. Their children's children. They're going to be like the 90s mums. You know what I'm talking about with the 90s mums. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about with the 90s mums. And then we're going to have this thing cyclical again. So we're going to have this thing cyclical. In about 80 years, we'll be in the same place that we are in now. Guys, listen, nobody needs to forget that we are looking at conflicts in the Middle East, conflicts in Eastern Europe. Global conflict of an industrial scale is coming, I believe. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to close this down now. I'm going to be over on... I'm going to close this down. Oh, hang on. Oh, hang on, guys. DAP is saying, please think of the children in the bus crash in Maidenhead. I didn't realize there was a hang on, let me just Google this. I didn't realize there was a bus crash in Maidenhead. I can't find anything about a bus crash in Maidenhead. I can't find anything, DAP. DAP, can you let me know? DAP, if you're still on. Minehead. All right, sorry, Minehead. Oh. Right, sorry guys. Right, guys, I do it right, guys. Sorry. This has just happened. Let me just give you okay. Let me give you an update, guys. I didn't realize this had happened. I'm just going to read this, guys. Minehead bus crash updates. School bus carrying at least 60 people crashes. A major incident was declared after a coach carrying at least 60 people back to a school after a day trip left the road. Oh, God. Guys, I hope there's been no fatalities. A coach carrying school children back to their secondary school. Wow, guys, listen. Eldest daughter's just come back like 2 days ago from Alton Towers. Oh, God, I can't imagine what those parents are going through, guys. I cannot imagine. Huge emergency response was triggered after the coach holding at least 60 passengers, which would have been children. Guys, this is absolutely tragic. Listen, guys, I just hope that there's been no fatalities there, guys. I really do, guys. I hope there's been no fatalities. I'm shocked and saddened to hear of the incident. The coach carrying school children. Right, I don't know if there's been any fatalities here, guys. Listen, I mean this. I genuinely mean this. Now, we've got girls of our own at that age, and I can only hope there've been no fatalities, guys. I really do. I hope there's been no fatalities, and I hope as many people as possible are safe and well. The emergency services, guys, they do a fantastic job. They really do. And as part of one of my attachments or detachments, whichever detachments, I guess, with the military, we would go out with the ambulance service and we would deal with events like this. And you know, it's tragic, guys. Honestly, my heart is going out to the parents right now and the children, of course. Yeah, trip to a zoo. Right, okay, ladies and gentlemen. Right, guys, I am going to. I'm gonna close this down now, guys. We're gonna be over on X. We're gonna be over on YouTube. We're gonna be live streaming on X and YouTube for a little bit longer. We're gonna keep you guys updated on what's happening. We are gonna go over to X now, guys. X and YouTube. I can talk more freely on there. The algorithm doesn't swizzle me down. So go over there, guys, if you've not done so already. And I will see you guys in the morning at 10. All right, close this down. It's not closing. I may be on for a little bit longer, ladies and gentlemen. I can't close the live down. Right, we are going, guys, now. I'll see you later. We are off, ladies and gentlemen. We are off. We're only streaming now on X. We're only streaming on YouTube. I don't have to watch my words as much when we're streaming on X and YouTube. Thank the goodness, guys. Listen, I have to be very careful what I'm saying when I'm streaming and the TikToks on, because I've had so many of those live streams banned, and it's just, honestly, I go through the roof with it, guys. I really do. Listen, I'm going to try and get an update now because I still have this. I still have this open. Let's see what. Oh, hang on. Right, so the scenes now from guys, from Epping. The people are still outside. I'm not seeing the ferocity there, guys. I'm not seeing the ferocity there. I'm looking at the scenes outside the what is it called? The Bell Inn. Sorry, is it the Bell Inn or is it the Bell Hotel? Whatever. Maybe it's called the Bell End. I'm looking at the scenes now, guys, outside the Bell Hotel. There's sporadic police officers stood around. There's a group of people shouting. I don't see that ferocity that you would need to have a mass incident. I do think, and this is my opinion, my speculation, and my analysis would be that the people inside that hotel have now gone. I did a video earlier on. I said they're either going to be put in a local leisure centre, in a local school, you know, in a big hall that they can give beds or whatever, and, you know, make sure they're all safe. Make sure they're safe and they've got some nice water, and they're probably complaining about the food or something. Excuse me. But that's what I'm seeing now. But listen, guys, what we can take from this as what we can learn, what you guys can learn from this. People have had enough. People have had enough. People are starting to understand that if they take the matters into their own hands, and I'm talking, how many times have I said this, ladies and gentlemen? Look, all my videos are public record now. I'm not saying anything that I've not said previously. And you're like, oh, Sean, you never said that before. The problems to our solution are at local level, guys. The solutions to the problems are at local level. So, oh, hang on, guys, something's happening.
They're going to have to get more cereals. They need to get more Weetabix or cornflakes, buddy. Some more cereals. What was that? I'm a member of the press. I'm not here to cause no trouble. I'm only here to report. Don't attack me. Oh, this police officer just been hit in the face.
So you've got, oh, that's embarrassing, right? Guys, so a police officer's just been hit with something in the face. It got through his shield. Like, if that happens to you when you're on the ground, your mates are never going to let you live that down. Oh, there's blue smoke. Somebody's got blue smoke now. Somebody's thrown a smoke grenade or something.
Dogs are on site.
Just a word of warning, if you're on site, guys, do not shout at a dog. That's 20 months in jail.
Another van is it?
From an insurgency point of view, guys, okay, when you control the roads, when you close down the roads, if you think about, look, guys, I'm not saying anybody should do this. I'm just saying this is how things happen. And you can see this from Har Hills. Those guys in Har Hills are really good at closing their estate down. So what we witnessed last year in Har Hills was, I forgot how to talk. Sometimes I do that, guys. Brain, mouth, they don't always work in conjunction. So what we found last year from Har Hills, watching the Har Hills scenes unfold, is those guys were burning out tires on the streets. And that is a massive Middle Eastern thing, guys, okay? They burn out tires. The emergency services can't get past. And what we've seen with our own eyes, these, these domestic vans that the police are using, they're not going to be able to get through. So I would say that we are going to see plenty of situations in the United Kingdom where people close down, the roads, bringing out old settees, bed mattresses, whatever they can, and they make fires then in the roads. The police are not going to be able to get through that.
They're talking the truth, but you know what I mean? Nobody wants to go to prison for 2-3 years just for saying something, you know? We need to be smart.
So he's saying there, listen, and this is what I think people have understood now. You know, I mean, look, guys, and I'm almost everybody here's got a mask on. Almost everybody here, what I'm looking at now anyway, guys, almost everybody's got a mask on. People understand now that if they shout, if they swear, if you shout at a dog, like I keep saying, if you shout at a dog, it's 20 years. It might be 20 years. It wouldn't surprise me. If you shout at a dog, it's 20 months in jail. That's the reality of the situation, guys. Right, let me get some comments, guys. D-Marie Gen X is saying, once the crowds realise they have the numbers now, it may kick off. I've been to enough riots in Northern Ireland to know once crowd gets to a certain size, it's go time. I will caveat that I would never partook in one. Listen, let me just quickly, D-Marie Gen X. I had a friend called... his name was Bob. I had a friend called Bob, who I was in the army with, and he used to live in Belfast. Now, every time he went home, he would make sure he went home on leave, and he would always get involved in the riots. I'd say, what, you get involved in the riots? He'd be like, oh, Sean, I love the riots. I love it. Everybody loves a riot. I throw stones at the police and I'm getting all involved. It's brilliant. He was a Belfast boy, and then he'd come back from leave and then go back out there with a riot shield. It was mad. But look, D-Marie Gen X here has got a fantastic point. What she's saying is, once the crowds get those numbers, and this is what I'm talking about, guys, that critical mass. It's not only that critical mass, because we're going to see a few things here. First of all, you're going to get those numbers. And what do I always say, guys, okay? When you get those numbers and more people are involved out of... D-Marie Gen X has been to Ardoyne plenty. Do you know what, D-Marie Gen X? D-Marie Gen X, I may have actually been to the Ardoyne I've been to the Ardoyne quite a lot myself as a soldier. Some of my first experiences in public order were actually in the Ardoyne in Northern Ireland. But anyway, guys, so I do know what I'm talking about, guys. I really do. I know what I'm talking about from a security point of view, from a policing side of this, guys, okay? So when I'm giving you guys this analysis, when I'm giving you guys this information, it's from a background of I know what's happening. But what D-Marie Gen X is saying there is, once you reach this critical mass, so for every 100 people, you might get one person who's going to go crackers. And that's fine if you've only got 100 people. Get 200, 300, 400, 500, 1,000 people, you start to get those numbers up. Once those people get together, you reach that critical mass. And once those people are just not afraid go crackers, you might have... for every one of those, you might have 5 people who are going to go half crackers if somebody else goes crackers in front of them. And you see this, and things go down very quickly. I don't think the situation's over here yet, but I'm looking at the crowd, guys, and my honest opinion is it's not going to go anywhere. I think if those police officers all left and opened the doors, I think the crowds would be gone in a couple of minutes. I think the crowds would be gone pretty soon. But right, anyway, let me jump down. Jodie Lee is saying, been there plenty. I live on the. We've got lots of Northern Irish here. We've got lots of Northern Irish. Hello, the Northern Irish. How are you? How is everyone in Northern Ireland today? Welcome, everyone from Northern Ireland. And D Marie Gen X is saying the Ardoyne was like a Saturday night out. No, it's fine. Listen, some of my earliest experiences of public order were in the Ardoyne. I'm just going to jump up, guys, and get a few of these comments. Maxine Cooper is saying, build a nuclear plant in Deeside, North Wales, creating 200 jobs, they say. I don't know where that's come from, Maxine, but I think nuclear is the way forwards. I think nuclear is the future of energy. I really do. Priv Caro is saying, can you do a recap of the live? Oh, I don't know. I think I can. So earlier on, guys, I said to you guys, I said, listen, ladies and gentlemen, I'm aware of the situation unfolding outside the Bell Hotel in Epping. I think the migrants will have already been moved. That's what I would have done if I was in charge. I think, right, let's get these guys out of there. Whether those police guys agree with that or not, the police are there to stop. The police are there to make everyone safe, guys, all right? So that is what I would have done. I would have got those guys out of there straight away. I would have put them in a local leisure centre, somewhere close. There's a lot of options. Leisure centres, schools are normal go-tos. Obviously, if schools are back in tomorrow, that's not on the card, so it would be a leisure centre. I did see for some reason there was... protesting broke out outside the Bell Hotel in Epping. Now, I don't know if Priv Caro knows or not. I know Priv Caro's in Norway. I can talk about it now. So the Bell Hotel, allegedly, there was an offender. There was three offences from people, migrants basically, who are staying inside the Bell Hotel. This is alleged. Nobody's been charged. I think they've been charged. They've not been sentenced. So people in Epping are like, do you know what? We want this hotel closed down. So people have been protesting. They were protesting last week. They're protesting again today. What we're seeing now is the direction of travel whereby on the streets, there's lots of people out there. I don't think it's going to go any further than this, guys. I really don't. I think we've seen the worst of it. But what we can take from this right now, guys, is it has started. This is going to open a precedence now for people. People are going to think, right, okay, if we go en masse and protest outside, and I'm just seeing a woman there with the Stars and Stripes. There's a woman with the Stars and Stripes outside the hotel, so it looks like there's international support from America. What we see is if people now unify, and guys, look, what have I always said? I've always said that the solutions to these problems are at local level. If everybody does something at local level, instead of thinking, oh, I'm gonna sit here hiding. I'm gonna sit here hiding in my house until next election, and then I'm gonna go and vote for Nigel Farage. It's not gonna happen, guys. It's not gonna happen. Nigel, don't forget about it. All right, don't do it. It's not gonna work. Not gonna happen. Never gonna happen. So what we're seeing now is local people taking local issues into their own hands. It's gonna be really interesting to see what happens next. If the local council close that down as a migrant hotel, that's going to open up the floodgates for more of these styled events. If they keep it open as a migrant hotel, it's going to open the floodgates for more of these type of events. You see where I'm going with this? I do think the summer of carnage is going to come when kids get off school, they get together in groups of 30, 40, maybe even 50. They go to somewhere and they get really leery. I'm not condoning this. I'm telling you guys, I need to be clear. I'm telling you guys, this is what's coming. This is what I think is going to happen. Then how is those police going to deal with that, guys? Tell me, riddle me this, riddle me that, Batman. When Mick or John, it's always Mick or John. When Mick or John, the duty sergeant, is sat there at his desk and the phone rings and he's got to start getting people in riot gear, and then they go out there in the vans with the lights flashing and the kids just run off. How are you going to deal with that? How are you going to deal with that? Those kids will be able to have 30, 40 minutes on site before the police even get there. I think that is the way people are going to go. That's the direction of travel, guys, okay? We will see. we'll see in time. Time will tell what's happening. But we do have two aspects, guys. Okay, we have the aspects of the big protest like this, the big protest, the well organized protest. And again, who realistically, guys, can somebody tell me these counter protesters what they're actually counter protest? Oh, hang on, guys, something's happening.
This is what happens, you know, when you protect paedophiles. This is what happens, officer. This is what happens. When you turn a blind eye to things and brush stuff under the carpet, this is what's going to happen. There's Mr. Nyack. The sign is now coming down soon.
So just for context, guys, they're pulling the sign down on the hotel. I think the police are going to leave them. The police are just going to leave them to that. So what? Listen, guys. I don't think we're going to see. I think this is just going to. I do think this is going to fizzle out, guys. Okay. There's a lot of people showing their faces blatantly on here. I would advise against that. You know, just because, like, even if you're not doing anything, even if you're, you know, I don't know, guys. I don't know where I am with this. I think this lady's had one too many shandies. I do. I think she's had one too many shandies, and I think she's going to regret that. Remember the woman who pushed the bin at the police, and she got time in jail. Guys, look, just, you know, it's coming. There's no denying it now, guys. It is coming.
No, I said, look, a lot of us, we know each other already, even though we've said this for a long while. If these ones are going to keep protecting, if these keep protecting pedos, it's going to happen, isn't it? Buddy, put it down. Don't do it. They want you to do it.
Seen where True's gone?
No.
You're not seeing
it?
Right, April here on the chat. April here is. Oh, hang on, they're tipping a van. Right, guys, right. Where, okay. From now, is saying they are tipping a van. I can't show these things, guys. Hang on. Let me think. Right, let me try and get this up, guys. Let me see if I can get this up. Oh, hang on.
He's got food and water. I see he's got water in there. He's ready to come out, though, isn't he? He wants to get out, doesn't he? He wants to attack.
Right, guys, can somebody put me on to where I can get footage of the van being tipped over? Because I'm not finding this anywhere, guys. I can't find this anywhere. I cannot find this anywhere, guys. I can't find that anywhere. I don't know, guys. Listen, I think I may go back on what I've just said. I mean, it does look right now, guys. The scenes do look like. What time is it? Right, so let's think about. Oh, hang on, guys. Something's happening.
He's going to try and run us over. No! He will try and run us over. He will run us over. Chants are going on now.
Canting Stormer is a wanker. Right, guys, listen, if you're just joining now, I'm trying to give you guys as much live updates and analysis of the scenes from Epping. There have been a few police vans, you know, they've got the wing mirrors missing. I mean, there's lads, right? There's lads with their faces covered and their T-shirts on their face, but they've got tattoos. I'm like, guys, listen, come on, later. What's the point? Police vans are moving around, guys. They're still trying to protect the hotels. I would speculate that the migrants in the hotels have already been moved. But guys, look, but we have to look at the time. We have to understand the time. And the time is just on 9 o'clock. I would say that when people get let out the pubs about 10:30, 11 o'clock, that's when you're going to see the next phase happen. Because those people are going to come out of the pubs. They're going to be leery. They're going to be kicking off. But look, guys, earlier on, I was talking to you guys earlier on, and I was saying, listen, guys, I'm not seeing that spark in the crowd. I'm starting to see it now. I'm genuinely starting to see this spark build up. Now, I don't know if it's because people are coming out of the pubs, but that's what I'm seeing now, guys. I'm genuinely seeing the spark build up. Who would have thought it? People don't like having their threats against their daughters. Who would have thought of that, guys? These right-wing conspiracy theorists.
Are all sharing this with Epping. They're standing with Epping. 20,000 people.
Guys, the mood has absolutely changed, guys. The mood in Epping has absolutely changed right now, guys. The mood has changed. It's gone from what I thought was something benign. Now you've got at the front row, you've got, I want to say 9, I'll call it 10 people for argument's sake. You've got 10 people. Hang on.
They've knocked his teeth out.
Guys, it's getting worse. It's genuinely getting worse. Right, let me try and share this with you guys. I don't know if I'm going to... Let me try and share this with you. I'm going to try and share this with you on the share screen. Hang on, give me a second, guys. I need to get this up. I'm going to try and share this with you guys on the shared screen. Am I going to come under any copyright, guys, if I share this? I don't want to share. This is from AY Audits, AY _audits, guys. Okay, he's live streaming this now. AY. Am I going to, guys? Can somebody let me know? Am I going to get under copyright for this? Sharing it. Right, let me just give me a second, guys. I'm going to try and live stream. We'll get rid of the ads. I'm going to try and live stream this for you guys. And then I'm going to give commentary. But this is from AY Audits Live, guys. Okay, this is from AY Audits Live. No, it's giving a slightly different. All right, let me close this one down. And then we'll turn this one. Right, guys, am I gonna get into trouble for sharing this? I don't know if I'm gonna get into trouble from sharing this. Right, okay, right. Caroline Ackers, if I get banned for this is on you, okay? I'm going to share this with you guys now.
No.
You know what you're doing? You're letting people go through. All you're here just... Do you know what I mean?
Right, guys,
we've got it on camera.
Can you hear me?
Don't worry, this is not fishing you, yeah? Yes, that's it.
I'm addicted to watching you.
Thank you, bro.
Well done.
You should be addicted to watching this man as well.
What's his name?
Mitch Media.
Mitch Media.
Yeah.
Well done.
You should be addicted to him as well.
Oh, mate, you know.
What? No, we're all together.
I'm addicted to watching you.
Thank you, bro.
Right, guys, I think it's better if I just go off this screen here. I think it's better if I just go off this screen here. It does look like the crowd is building up again, guys. There's blue smoke. Now I can see blue smoke. I can see blue smoke from behind the police cars.
33,000 people in the room. In my audience. Do you know what? Yeah, I'll be going. Come with me. I don't want you taking that off. Yeah, around there. You take that off here. You're locked up.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, listen, guys, I'm going to close this down now. The live stream I was watching, please let him know I sent you. AY_audit. Okay, guys, AY_audit. There's lots of people streaming, guys. There's lots of footage of this online. Okay, I talked about the summer of carnage starting, guys. Okay, this is what you're seeing. This is going to be the natural progression. Okay, guys, people at local level. These big protests where people are going to go to this place and they're going to march and they're going to wave the flags. It's not going to help your community, guys. It's not. What I'm going to keep saying, guys, and I want to keep harping on about this message, okay? You need to protect your own area. You need to provide security for yourself because, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, the police ain't going to come. Don't give £50 to anybody. Don't donate to anybody who's going to pretend to give you security. They're not going to happen, okay, guys? We are talking about a national crisis that is heading our way, guys. Right now, it does look like we've got a national crisis heading our way. Protect your location, guys. Protect your, protect yourselves. Think about, the access and egress to your local area, guys. Okay, potentially closing roads down, potentially putting checkpoints out. I can't even believe I'm saying this right now, guys, because let's not forget. There's another aspect to this that we've not even seen yet, okay? There's another aspect to these protests and we've not even seen it yet, guys. And that is going to be when the Islamists start to protest. And they will start to protest, guys. There'll be counter-protests. These people in the hotel, how do you think those people in the hotel are going to react when they've got 20, 30, 40, 50 kids outside throwing bottles? They're going to come out swinging. And that's when the problems are, that's when the real drama is going to start, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, guys, the summer of carnage is here. It's here now, guys. People are going to, oh, hang on.
You're stupid. We have done this. Don't worry. The place that is now smashed.
So there's a police van now. The windows have been smashed on the police van, guys. Yeah, it's again. What was I saying? What was I? Oh, why do people pull the number plates off? He's pulling the number. Somebody's pulling the. Why is he pulling the number plates? Oh, hang on a minute. I think this is going to go nasty. But look, guys, I keep saying this. When people reach this critical, people are angry. I'm looking at these kids here, and this is a kid here, and he's hitting the side window of this police van. He's not doing a very good job because he must feel a bit pathetic because he can't put the window through with a big metal bar. But look, I'm just going to leave it there. Right now, the police have come out to protect the van. So the police are coming out now in a formation. They're undermanned. I would say I would need at least double that. The police are backing off. The police are now backing off, ladies and gentlemen. The police are backing off.
Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's just been a skirmish broke out between the protesters and the police. Actual protests are now breaking out, like actual fighting is broken out now, guys, between the police. There's a guy with a bike helmet on. Lots of people covering their faces, guys. Lots of people not covering their faces. I don't think people care anymore, guys. I've said this many times that people in the United Kingdom have reached that tipping point now. Lots of people in the chat saying save our children. It's absolute mayhem right now, guys. I do think the police have got control of this, guys. Remember, the police will be able to call in reinforcements. The crowd, there's a guy with a blue, honestly, guys, right, look, guys, if you go to one of these protests, all right, that must have hurt him, all right, like, I've just seen some guy, they're using the military shields actually. I've just seen a guy punch a riot shield. Why would you do that? What are you going to treat? Anyway, look, guys, honestly, it's ridiculous. They're using the riot shields as weapons. I've never seen that before, guys. It's a new tactic. They must not have baton sticks. Look, guys, let's be clear. The police can't, this has gone crackers.
This one is being restrained at the back.
He's just reading, sitting down, leave him alone. Fucking hell.
Mate, he got run over by one of your wagons.
This is the guy that got run over.
This is the guy that he was afraid. They ran him over. They took him out. Oh, okay.
So what happens now, guys? I'll tell you what's happening right now. I'll tell you what's happening right now in Epping, okay? This is what's happening in Epping right now. People are watching this on their phone in Epping, right? People are like that, and they're like, Mick, have you seen what's happening in Epping? Yeah, let's go out, let's go. John, Mike, Fred, Harry, they're down the pub having a couple of beers, and they're like, oh, God, look what's happening. Yeah, come on, let's go and show our support. So that's what I think could be happening right now, guys. And I listen, the night's not over, ladies and gentlemen. The night is yet over. An ambulance has just turned up.
Let's just got through, guys. More wagons are arriving. More cereals.
Yeah.
Some more wheat and bits of cornflakes coming down the road.
So, guys, look, I mean, I don't mean to make this up. I genuinely don't have a crystal ball and I can't see the future. But remember, I literally just said 30 seconds ago, what the police will be doing now is they'll be, I mean, look, literally rewind. The police will be calling for more reinforcements. The crowd that is there in Epping, they don't have the critical mass to be able to overthrow this amount of police officers, guys. They don't. But what we can see now, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more vans just turned up. Nice Mercedes, actually. 5 more vans just turned up, and I'm going to assume they're full of police officers, all with their riot shields, all with their, all with their public order kit. I think this situation is going to go down now, guys. I think these people are going to go back. Remember, this is how it starts. People very soon are going to understand, that these big protests that are registered, that are announced, they're going to have an amount of effect. What's going to be more effective, depending on which way you look at it, or more devastating, what is going to happen next is people are just going to get together in groups of 30, 40, 50, and they're going to do a flash protest. That's all I'm going to say, guys. It's going to be a flash protest. And they're going to be and those guys will be able to be on site for 30, 40 minutes. If that's a ferocious 30, 40 minutes, that is going to be the new tactic, guys. That's going to be the new tactic. And listen, let's just say that all around the country, people are watching this. All around the country, people will be looking at these scenes, guys. People will be looking at these scenes all around the country and thinking, right, okay, well, if the people in Epping can close a hotel down, maybe we can too. Listen, I don't know about you guys, but I'm of the opinion that children should be safe. I'm one of the protect our kids guys. Call me what you want. I am one of the team protect our kids. I'm not going to be there with a sign saying, counter protesting them. I am totally 100% on the protect our kids sign, but I think we're seeing a close to this now, guys. I know I said that before. I do think we're seeing a close down of this now, guys. There's too many police officers now, lots more police officers. Yeah, and it does seem like the presence has subdued the crowd. There's a guy in a vest. I think he's had a few too many beers. He's got his 2 front teeth knocked out. I think that guy's going to get arrested tomorrow and charged with something. I don't know what he's thinking about. Guys, listen. I'm not going to continue down that road of talking. Guys. Right, guys. Listen, a couple of comments here, guys. Couple of comments here, guys. There was a bus crash earlier today involving 60 kids on the way back from a zoo in Somerset. Now, you guys are saying that one of those children have sadly passed away. Guys, look, I can't imagine what that's like right now. I can't imagine what that's like right now. There's no good time, guys. There's no good time. I'm going to have a quiet moment for their family, guys, and that child. Right, ladies and gentlemen, listen, I'm going to close this down now. Police reinforcements have arrived. It does look like the situation is now under control by the police. Be under no illusion, ladies and gentlemen. This is not the end. This is just the beginning. I'm going to close this down now, ladies and gentlemen. If you're watching this, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to close this down now. If you're watching this, guys, this is not the end. This is the beginning. This is the beginning to the summer of carnage. We've seen this now. And if you're watching this, then you are the resistance.